Welcome to my tarot card reading for Aries 2014. Let's start immediately with the opening. We had the tarot card of the Aries, and we have Oshun, we have the Outcast, and we have Ogun. Notice all of them are upside down. So they're talking about what it is known as Osokpo, meaning challenges, obstacles, situations that are a little bit tough. Let's put it like obstacles and challenges, especially challenges for you Aries during 2014. The Outcast is letting us know that there is a situation where you're going to act without thinking, and usually that's what this card means, regardless of the advice that you have been given. That's why I'm telling you, before you do something, think, look for advice, seek advice. Don't just do and then think. Do and then ask for advice. It's the other way around. That's what the tarot cards are telling you that you should do. And I put in a little bit nicer here. Then they're telling you this because a very simple reason. Oshun, the Risha of love, money, finances, is upside down, letting us know that the decisions that you're going to take, you're going to make during 2014 are going to affect relationships, are going to affect finances, economy, your finances and your economy. So that's why they're telling you, seek advice. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump into actions. And that's a little bit difficult because Aries are very impulsive, and you have to learn how to control that, Aries, especially during 2014. They're telling you all this stuff because here we have Ogun upside down, which is letting you know that the chances are that you're going to jump into action without thinking, and at the end you might regret it. There's a high possibility that you will regret it, a high possibility that this is going to affect you in such a way that you might feel, I don't know if the correct word is ashamed, but you're going to regret the action. And you might be even willing to isolate. You will walk away, you will try to be, withdraw. That's the word that I'm looking for. Isolate, withdraw from a circle of friends, a relationship, whatever it is, because of the decision that you made that highly probable wasn't that smart. Okay? That's why, again, the tarot cards are letting you know to watch your steps. Consult a professional before you do anything, especially during 2014. Aries, you heard what I said, and I said it in a matter of a warning, because literally the tarot cards, what they're saying is you're going to do something that you're going to regret during 2014, and it's going to affect relationships and finances, but I gave it to you as a warning. Okay, but then the tarot cards here, the tarot card of the Orishas, when we put them together with this other two, the astrological cards, what we have here is the Eight of Swords with Mercury and Gemini, and then we have the Tower representing Capricorn, Mars, Aries, Scorpio. So the tarot cards, what they are telling you is that you really need to change perceptions. You need to change schemas in your life. You have to be a little bit more flexible, because otherwise there are going to be situations in your life that are going to force you to look into a different direction. So do it voluntarily, because otherwise life is going to do it for you. And when life does things for you, life is not like so nice and tender. It just gives you the blow, and life continues. So I'm letting you know ahead of time, try to be more flexible. Don't be such a stubborn, especially during 2014. Try to expand horizons, okay? Try to bend your knees, your neck. Try to be a little bit more flexible. Don't be stubborn. There's many ways of doing one thing. Okay? And I'm letting you know because of what these other three cards were saying. And then we have Mercury, Gemini, again, the mind, learning processes. So therefore, just watch out. Don't be stubborn. Don't be too rigid. There are many ways of doing something, Aries. Look for advice. Try to do things different. Otherwise, what you're going to see is like life is going to strike you in such a way that it's going to start changing your patterns of thinking, perceptions, schemas, etc. Okay? Now, the next reading is going to shed more light regarding all this that I'm mentioning to you. So it's creating, the routine is creating a situation that is blocking our heart chakra. And this might lead us to all this what I've been mentioning you at the beginning and throughout this reading that we're having now. Okay? So keep that in mind, my dear Aries. All this situation is coming or is creating a routine in your life, a boring life, whatever you want to call it, and is at the same time is shutting down your heart chakra. And if you know about heart chakras, then you know what I'm talking about. That's the kind of situation that is manifesting according to the tarot cards reading. Here we have what I call the trilogy. On the trilogy, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the World, and then we have the Six of Coins, Pentacles. So what we have here is a very interesting situation. It's letting us know that we're getting into a situation, or life is pushing Aries into a very specific direction, where you're getting into a situation, you're walking into a situation, whatever you want to see it, whatever you want to call it, that you are very aware of the situation. You just decided to get into it, for good or bad. You just decided to get into this situation. And this situation is a situation of independence. Depending upon something, upon someone. Is a situation where you depend on someone or something. Okay? That's the kind of situation that we have here for you, my dear Aries. But the thing is that this is all related with a chapter in your life that has ended. It has come to an end. It has came to an end, and it's creating all this dynamic that I'm explaining in the trilogy. This dynamic include decisions that are not going to solve anything. They might stay the same, or they might get worse. This is going to bring a lot of changes for you, Aries, during 2014. And that's why I said what I said at the beginning of the reading. Because it's bringing a lot of changes, transformation. It's bringing, figuratively speaking, death. Okay? Or death, or something that ends, is going to push you into making decisions that are not very wise. And that's why I said what I said at the beginning. Here we have the Ten of Cups with the Three of Cups, letting us know that there are changes coming to your social life, relationships related. And when I talk about relationship, I'm not necessarily talking about love life. High possibility it is there, but we have to think that relationships are also the ones that we have at our work, at our job, and not only that. Also, if we're business partners with someone, there are going to be changes during 2014. Relationships, social life, my dear Aries. Okay? And that's what we have for you for 2014, Aries. Let's pay attention to the following. Aries. And this is the final part of the tarot card reading. Usually I use this as a warning or advice. And notice that this is James, Saint James, Knight of Staff. We have Saint Therese, the Star, and then we have Joan, the Queen of Swords. And notice how all of them came upside down. I'm going to focus on this one, and we know her story, where she heard voices, God, and she helped France to win wars and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then we have St. James, who is the one that supposedly Catholic Church says peace be with you because of him, because he's the one that established that. At least that's what they say. And notice that all of them are upside down, and this is an advice for you, my dear Aries. Once again, don't trust your God, especially during 2014. Don't listen so much to that inner voice, because it might give you the bad advice. Before you do any movement, try to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Otherwise, it's going to bring a lot of situation of hopelessness. And no wonder I talk about regrets and withdrawal. Hopelessness, a lack of peace. So that's what I'm telling you. Seek advice, Aries. Before you do anything, make sure that you're doing the right thing. Go to a psychologist, to a lawyer, whoever it is, the professional that you need to go to make sure that the decision is correct, appropriate, and the more logical one, and more beneficial for you. Okay, that's your reading, Aries 2014.